Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be doing my what sold for last week, Monday through Thursday, which was June 26th through the 29th. And y'all, it was probably one of my best 4 days in a really long time. And you know, up until just a couple of days ago, I was having amazing days, and then I'm starting to do this again, you know, the ups and the downs. But I noticed this morning when I was listing that eBay's changed the item specifics again. They've changed the placement, which means they're back in there messing around with stuff. So it just seems every time I start really seeing this, eBay's messing with something. Just my opinion. But those of you who list a lot of plush, when you're in the general stuffed animal category, there's like 5 main things they want you to fill out, you know, the brand, the size, you know, the color, and then they want this, what occasion is it for? Well, they've moved what occasion above the size of the plush. To me, the size of the plush is one of the most important things, even if you're using that range. So I'm not quite sure why they're doing that. And then this morning, I kept not being able to put item specifics in. It would say the item specific was entered, but it wasn't on the screen. So I'd refresh the screen and then it would be there. So they're messing around. I'm thinking it's probably in anticipation of this big change we're about to see this weekend with the postal rates. But I don't understand why they always have to be messing with stuff. Fix it and fix it permanently, right? All right, so let me go ahead and show you what I sold. Some of the things, a lot of the things that I sold. Didn't have any sales on Mercari. Not Mercari, Etsy, because I'm not really renewing on there anymore. I've just been letting what I've got listed ride out its 4 months, and then they're going into the expired folder. And I haven't decided if fourth quarter I'm going to turn it back on or not. I don't know. So I have sales on Mercari, Poshmark, and a bunch on eBay. So on Mercari, I sold this Thai Pluffies Mini Love to Baby Bear. It's the 6.5 inch. There's a larger version of this bear that like has pajamas on. Now that one is a big bolo. So if you ever see one of these looking bears with removable pajamas, definitely pick it up. This sold for $15. Then, oh, what have I done? All right, on Poshmark, sold these Westport women's jeans. I guess the 1962 is part of that title. That just seems odd. Sold them for $13. Skechers tone-ups, little suede clogs, sold for $18. Clark's sandals sold for $18. We mentioned we pick up a lot of Clark's. You know, usually we can get them for $1 or $2, and we sell them for like $15 to $20. And then this Angel Deer Elephant Levy sold for $12. Now, eBay. First one, not the greatest of sales, but this was a international buyer who really only wanted one of the hankies. You know, I bought a bunch of these handkerchiefs at a yard sale. I haven't even listed them all. I did like 4 or 5 lots and just called it quits. I got bored. The rest of them are down there waiting for me to get to them. But these all kind of sort of had a nursery rhyme theme. She only wanted that blue one up in the top left. We went back and forth a little, and I just really didn't want to split them up and take new pictures and all of that. And I was like, how about if I just take your offer and you take all of them? They did have lots of stains. So I just, $7, let her do what she can with the rest of them. And they're gone. Eddie Bauer's women's jeans skirt. Any that we find and pick up, they sell. For some reason, there's still a lot of women who like to wear the modestly long jean skirts. We live in an area where there's lots of Mennonite women, and this is the things that they're looking for. So we pick them up when we can. These sold for $22. This is a Disney baby Winnie the Pooh Lovey. Still had its original tag. It did have some discoloration though, which I just noted in the description. Still sold for $26.95. Now y'all, I want to make a point of noting last month, June, all of my listings that were over, that were before January of this year, I went through and lowered their prices permanently by 10% while I was doing the end and sell similar. And y'all, I really think eBay saw all of these price changes, and all of a sudden I sold so much when I started doing that. I also was sending out offers, especially decent 10-20% more on the offers when I knew that listing was over 6 months old, and it really paid off. And so I think I made above normal sales because I went in and I changed over 8,000 listings. I lowered their prices by 10% because it's not doing me any good sitting in my store waiting for somebody to purchase it, because plush is long tail. A lot of it is. Dakin Honey Joe was the name on the bear, from 1986, sold for $31.45. Not all Dakin sell for, this high, but you definitely need to check comps when you do find some of these larger bears. It was 21 inches. This was Anna Club Plush. Again, this was another one of those old listings. I can tell because when I changed the prices, I made sure to put a number 1 in the price. That way I can visually see it, even if I'm not looking at the custom SKU, that I know that that is an older listing, and that way I can be more aggressive in offers that I send out and more amenable to lower than normal offers that I might accept. But this plush monkey 10-inch from 1990 still sold for $19.36. Y'all know I don't spend a whole lot on my stuff. A lot of this is Ben's pickup, so it was pay by the pound. And also, if you're new to my channel, I don't do free shipping. So all of these prices that I'm quoting, the buyer also paid additional for shipping. FAO Schwartz Beagle Dog Plush from 2019 sold for $16.12. Levi's Men's Shorts sold for a best offer of $10. Another one that was old. This is a brown bear plush. It did not have a tag on it. So I don't put an manufacturer in the title. Sometimes it makes them harder to sell. This one still sold for $15.31. This is the last of the jockey underwear I picked up at a yard sale. I want to say I paid $2 for them. Sold for $12.07. This is a Fisher-Price Winnie the Pooh Star Bean plush. It sold for $10. Best offer. Mine's still sitting up there on the cash register. I just think it's adorable. Mattel Popples. This is the Rockstar Punkster. Y'all, it had lots of condition issues. Wear to the cape. There was a string that was broken. No tags. Just lots of wear. Sometimes that's okay. You're not going to get top dollar for it, but you're going to still get decent money for some of the harder to find plush. This was from 1985. It sold for $16 best offer. Just like I think somebody posted that they had found 2 kitty kittens at the bins. They said they were in rough condition. Y'all, they still sell. They still sell because somebody's still going to want any conditioned one for their collection. That's my watch. My watch telling me to get up and walk. This is Kelly Toy Squishmallow Stackable Unicorn Plush. I pick up Squishmallows. Most of them are bread and butter. This one sold for $9. I think this was from the Rochester bins. Robert found it and brought it to me. It's a 12-inch tall vintage elf figure Christmas from Japan. It sold for $22. And I had Robert right before I started this video tally up how much I've made so far on the things that I've listed from our Connecticut and New York trip. And I never did figure out how much I spent. I still need to do that. I'm thinking about $400 between the Red, White, and Blue thrift store and then the Rochester bins. And then we went to a couple of other thrift stores while we were up there. And then we stopped at the bins in West Virginia. 400. That's my tentative guess. And so far for Connecticut, which I haven't listed everything yet, I've already made $593.06. So I'm already in the profit. A lot of it is listed, but a lot of it, I'm still making videos on it. I think we just did the last video the other day, but you guys haven't even seen everything yet. I can't even remember where I picked this up. This is a Universal Studios ET pen. It was in a baggie with some other pens that I had listed, so I'm assuming I picked all of it up at a yard sale. This one pen sold for $8. This is Folkmanis Tortoise Plush 11-inch hand puppet. It sold for best offer of $10. Funny thing with this lap sitter doll that just sold was I found another one and the doll itself was in better condition. This one had a whole lot of stains that were permanent on its face, but it had the denim coveralls for it, where my other one that I just picked up didn't have it. And I said in the video, I think I'm going to end this listing so that I could put the denim overalls on the better doll, and she sold. Sold for best offer of $8. This was a nice find. This is a Bantam Duck plush. Kind of had the Sherpa type fabric to it. Definitely vintage. Didn't have a year, but definitely vintage. Sold for $35.95. Let me show you what the tag looked like. Bantam US Toys Inc. Just there, just in really nice condition for its age. A lot of times when you find this Sherpa type fabric, it's like a lint magnet and it will just be full of stuff, and they're just really hard to keep clean. But this one was nice. All right, K&M International Birds. A lot of times I list these individual. I think all of these may have been in a bag that I picked up from Kim, so I just decided to put all of them together. I think one of them was not making sounds. The rest of them did make sounds. These sold for best offer of $23. This is a Dakin, one of the crib plush where you pull and it plays music. This one's from 1988. When the buyer sent me a offer on this, they put that this was one of their childhood toys that they had been looking for. You know, some nostalgia, y'all. Nostalgia. It sold for $10. Wild Republic. I pick up lots of it. It's just mostly bread and butter, but just very cute plush. This is an 8-inch beaver, sold for $8.46. Bread and butter. Little Tykes yellow coffee pot. I picked up 3 of these. I want to say it was at that churchyard sale. These are the coffee pots that go to one of the kitchen centers. There's 2 different colored ones. The other one is like yellow on top, and then the base is like a cream colored. This is the first one to sell. It sold for best offer of $20. I paid $1 for each one of them. Madame Alexander Eloise doll, 13-inch. I couldn't find anything like her, and usually for those types of situations, I'll throw a big old price on it and see what happens and see what kind of offers land. I got an offer of $33 for her, which I went ahead and accepted. Baby Alive. Pick up Baby Alive accessories. This is one of the purple little potty chairs for one of the dolls, sold for $12.07. Now this is Hasbro Stuart Little II plush doll. This was from that private pick / estate sale that we went to and bought tons and tons of vintage plush. A lot of it was in the original packaging or had original tags. It was such an amazing, amazing opportunity. I paid $438 between the estate sale part that was in a warehouse and then the private pick at the home for, I don't know, a couple of hundred plush. So far, again, Robert tallied it up for me. So far from just that private pick and the estate sale, I've made $1,184. And I've still got, I kept all of them separate from my normal inventory. They're in 4 boxes. So I've still got tons of it left. It was such an amazing find. I don't know if I said it already. This one was from 2002. I had a loose one and then I had one in the box. This one sold for $44.95. This is a viewer sale. So thank you so much, Darylyn. Darylyn came and purchased 2 of the plush. It was this Wild Republic Red Panda and the Jellycat Bashful Dog. Sold for $18.91. And I always encourage you guys, if you're going to go in my store and shop, I do have a coupon code just for my viewers. It is Rebel Reseller 20, all one word, and you get 20% off, which Darylyn did use the coupon to purchase these toys. So thank you guys. It's my way of showing my appreciation for you guys always supporting me and making comments and subscribing, right? Subscribe to my channel. Leave me comments. But I really do appreciate all the support you guys give me. And the harassment you give Robert in the comments. Peppa Pig plush. Jazzwares is the brand. Sold for $11.66. All right, y'all. This has been listed forever. Forever. Don't know why I couldn't get it sold. It just did not sell. Finally, somebody sent me a message and wanted to make sure it had directions in the package because they were having a birthday party and they were going to make these ice cream sandwich cookie thingies with this. It is from Williams Sonoma. It sold for $7.11. Garanimals. Love that brand. Most of the things that I pick up are bread and butter, like this. This is the Garanimals Pink Hippo, 6-inch, sold for $8.46. Little People, this is probably from a nativity set. I didn't put that in the title. I probably should have. Just a cow and a donkey, sold for $10.45. Baby Alive again. This is a little pink bottle. It sold for $7.57. There is a magnetic bottle that does really well. So make sure you always check to see if the nipple is magnetic. Peppa Pig. I picked up a large lot of Peppa Pig play sets and figures. I don't even have it all listed yet. This was the airplane. I want to say I paid $20 or $25 for everything. This set sold for $22.45. Kelly Toy Pillow Chums from 2014 sold for $10.45. These are ceramic ducks, mallard ducks, 6 inches tall, sold for $15. Again, old listing. This is from that private pick estate sale we went to. This is Animal Fair. It's a very nice brand that I love finding, especially when you can find Henry the dog. But this was one called Critter Sitters from 1982, sold for $18. Yeah, this is funny too, because there for a while we were picking up quite a bit of dish sets, and I've kind of backed away from them because first and foremost, we haven't really found any good ones. But they take up a lot of space, and I just really, unless it's something really unique, I'm not going to be picking them up. And I had just told Robert that I have a set of dishes. Nobody's bought a single piece of it. I'm going to go ahead and end it and donate it so I can free up all of this space. And then some of them sold. A buyer came and she purchased this sugar and creamer set. The brand is Premier. The style is Margaret 5555. But there was another one that was that same series but a different brand. And then before I shipped this out, thank goodness, she came back and bought these. She bought the bowls, and she bought the soup bowls and a serving bowl. And she's told me she's going to come back and buy some more of it. She just, wanted to stay on budget. So she paid $15 for the creamer and sugar. She paid $31 for the other items. So I was glad that I hadn't ended all of that. I think this was a viewer sale. I'm terrible about remembering. If you purchase something from me, make a comment in the payment that, you're a viewer. That way it comes up when I'm going through solds. Sometimes people send me messages or they let me know in feedback, and I don't always remember. I'm old. I try to remember, but I don't always remember. But I think this was a viewer sale, so thanks, Julie. She bought this black gorilla and this I Love You gorilla from Inner American Products, paid $28. So thank you. This is sports souvenir type plush. It's for the Kentucky Wildcats. It was reversible. You could open it up here and stuff the animal back in, and then it would look like a football, a warped football, but nevertheless a football. It sold for $19.36. Fisher-Price Trio. These are these connecting blocks. They have these little figures right here. If you ever see these loose, they've just kind of got an opened foot. I don't know if I took a picture up close of the foot, but they do really well. Fisher-Price no longer makes these sets, so I have done really well just picking up pieces here and there, and then, making small lots and then adding more as I find more. And this small lot of the trio block sold for $28.27. All right, Animal Adventure, Felix the Fox, an old listing. I got an offer of $20. I went ahead and accepted it. $20 for a plush ain't bad. All right, another old listing. Picked this up, I think, 2 Christmases ago. It's funny, some things that I list and I sell, I remember exactly where I picked it up from, and then some things I just don't. But I remember this one. I remember buying several other Christmas items. I bought some vintage men's pajamas. Why? Why do I remember all of this? But this is from Telco. It is an animated cat plush from the Motionette series, sold for $32. This was a large 24-inch long Finding Nemo plush, sold for $35. That really freed up part of my basket of my character toys by getting that item sold. Lucky Brand women's jeans, sold for $14. We sell a lot of jeans in like $12 to $18. But we only pay $1 or $2 for them. I think I just showed this in a haul video. Not even sure if you guys have seen it. But anytime you see some of these older vinyl squeak toys, Definitely check the comps for them. This one, I think its saving grace was it was small. It's only 3 inches, no markings. You know, there's some that are Gerber and other brands. I can't even think of the one. I'll try to remember. There was one that I sold probably sometime last year. Larger, like lambs and bears. Just very, very high dollar of the squeak toys. But I've done really well with some of these. This one, colors were just right on. They had not been faded. It had not been in a bathtub. You know, that type of issues. And it sold very quickly for $13.45. Fiesta, just a round polka dotted bear, sold for $12. Another old listing. All right, this brand was Brandware. They were a stainless steel slotted serving spoon. They were 15 inches, you know, different types of slotted serving spoons. They were listed for quite a while also, but ended up selling for $20. Picked them up at an estate sale for $1 each. This is another viewer sale, so thank you so much, Casey. Casey came and purchased this Kenner Care Bears Baby Tugs from 1983 for $15.25. Get Along Gang. I bought this at a recent estate sale. They had priced the skates separately, and I just kind of went up and said, you know, these skates go with this doll, and I got the entire set for $5. This is Wilma Lamb from the Get Along Gang. She did have a little spot on her face. Otherwise, really, really nice condition. Sold very quickly for $22.45. I just picked this up, walked out, and was walking out of a yard sale. I don't know if we had purchased anything that day, and this big Victoria's Secret tote bag caught my attention. It was $1, I believe, from 2019. Sold very quickly for $11. Fiesta. This is a moose, had Jesus Loves Me on the foot. Sold for $8.46. I think the rest of these are some of my big dollar stuff that sold. I remember where I picked this one up. I think these were handmade. I picked up about 4 or 5 baby blankets at a yard sale for $1 each. This one I ended up calling Noah's Ark. It was 43 by 30. It took probably 3 or 4 years to sell, and then all of a sudden sells for $46.90. Now, I picked this up at the Connecticut Red, White, and Blue thrift store. Paid $1.99 for it. Had lots of offers on it. I did have a higher price on it because at first when I was doing comps, I didn't realize there's 2 different types of these pastels. There was one that was called soft pastels, and then this other one that was just assorted half pastels. They, I guess, are not soft. And a nice person on eBay sent me a message, you know, explaining that this isn't the soft pastels, which I so appreciate. I know not every seller appreciates getting messages from people, but I did because I knew that it wasn't going to be worth what I had originally listed it for. So I dropped the price some, but it was in really good condition. Most of them. They were slightly used, and it still ended up selling. You know, we were in Connecticut in May, so it has sold since I listed it for $58. Here, let me turn that off so I can show you. This is, you know, they were used. This side was used the most, like this one particular side. But if you ever come across boxes of these, I've sold other brands and I've done really well anytime I find these older pastels. All right, viewer sale again. This is from Sherry. Sherry, as soon as she saw me show this in a video, she put in the comments of my video that she was wanting this. I originally had planned on just selling the doll, but she had requested the basket that I had purchased it in also. Blame Robert Sherry for it taking me a little while. I had to wait for him to pack it because it was an oversized box. But thank you so much, Sherry. It sold for $69.95. But, oh, I guess I should tell you what it is. This is a Kenner Hug-A-Bunch Empkins with its little mini doll, Nuzzler, from 1985. Let me turn this off and I'll show you what the doll looks like. The basket was cute, but I had no intentions of trying to ship that. But here's what the Kenner Hug-A-Bunches look like. They have a little bracelet on them that tells you who they are. They have a matching baby. Just very, very adorable. Which is just a reminder, I talk about this often, if it's going to be larger than 12 by 12 by 12, pre-pack your stuff. That was the hold on this one. You need to pre-pack it because you need to know exactly what the dimensions of the box is going to be, because even an inch difference can really change your prices a lot. So I won't list anything that I don't know the exact dimensions of the box when it's going to be larger than a priority box. And then my best sell, y'all. Best. Build-A-Bear, How to Train Your Dragon, Meat Bug, Grunkle, $110. And y'all, you would think if I knew it was such a special plush, I would remember where I got it from, but I don't remember where I got it from. It has been listed a long time because a lot of my pictures, you guys will see that little measuring mat. At some point several months ago, I flipped it over to a lighter color. It's an amazing thing. It's so easy to show your buyers, you know, dimensions of and measurements of everything. But, so I know it's been listed a while. Could have been a bins find, could have been a yard sale find. I don't remember. Nice sales. The weekend sales were really, really good also. And then this week has been, but keep on keeping on. I am listing like crazy, processing like crazy. We are buying tons of stuff, all for me in preparation of fourth quarter, because fourth quarter blows all the other quarters out of the water for me. As far as sales and everything, because of what I sell. Lots and lots and lots of toys. All right, y'all, let's get to work. Bye.